My name's Kal Penn. I play Dr. Morgan Desai, who's a psychiatrist, works with Rose, one of Rose's supervisors, bosses. Is kind of caught up in this bizarre thriller. Morgan is not just a witness to the horror, but I think genuinely concerned through each step of the way. It's kind of one of the things I like about playing him is he cares very much for his friendship with Rose, his mentorship with her, and seeing that something's going off the rails, he's immediately concerned, wants to kind of make it better for her, and then realizes when it's a little too late exactly what might be going on. When I first read the screenplay, my first reaction was this is pretty crazy. I mean, the idea that whatever happens is happening by witnessing something and questioning your own sanity, and then in the case of Rose's character, knowing that you might go insane, and that hasn't happened yet, and the fear that's associated with that was wild. I mean, it was one of the things that really appealed to me because I've never done a movie like this. The blurred reality stuff is the stuff that I enjoy as a horror movie fan. I'm less about just straight up gore and more in the realm of something that could be possible, or you can at least understand how your mind could think something's possible, even if it's totally far-fetched. The early conversations were just uh, about how everything unravels in the story and who these people are, what the subtext of the story is that he's actually trying to tell, and what makes the characters so unique. And those were actually the questions that I had for him among a whole list. And we started our conversation on Zoom, and you know by the time 20 minutes had gone by, he had answered all of those just with his pitch, because that's how closely he knew kind of what he wanted to get out of the film. Anytime you have characters that really jump out at you, that you're fascinated by, that seem dynamic, I like to look at who's playing those parts, and what does that look like, but then the direction behind it. I mean, we've all seen films or been part of films where the performances aren't quite up to par, and there might be a number of reasons for that, including whether you could or couldn't trust your director. And it seemed like, in both talking to him and watching some of his earlier work, it was that perfect storm of casting people who he knew how to bring to life, and then having the real chops to be able to do it. And it was, again, since I haven't done very much horror, that was something that really appealed to me. What I like about a good script is if it draws me in and if I find it to be believable, no matter what the circumstances are. So in this case, is my character believably going through his day to day, and or is it escapist? And not that there's anything wrong with the latter, but in this case, I just thought I really believe that he's going through all that, which is what makes the psychological component of the thriller that much more bizarre. Sosie's wonderful and very thoughtful, and has you know, very welcoming. I mean, they've been shooting for about a month and a half before I had the chance to dive in. So I think it would be very easy for any actor to just kind of go through the motions of the day to day, but she was incredibly welcoming, talked through all the scenes, offered to run anything, and talk, any advice that she wanted to offer that we could discuss to make the scene a little bit better. It was really special, which is nice.